So we literally just got robbed. I have no idea like where Andy went, what is going on.
There we were in Amarillo, Texas. That was probably our first mistake. If we would have just avoided this city in the first place, we would probably still have our... To be honest, Amarillo does have some cool things to offer though. Like we saw some Cadillacs shoved in the dirt.
I don't know why we're here. What even is it? Cadillac Ranch is what it's called.
I'm here too.
Nice.
That's cool, right? I'm just trying to convince myself that this trip was worth taking. Now, when traveling, we usually like to do a quick little Google search just to see how safe this new city that we're driving into really is. Now, these are just statistics, right? And you can't believe everything you see on the news. But this gives us at least a little bit of an idea of what we might be getting ourselves into. Okay, but it probably says that everywhere, right? Let's just compare that to the little town that I grew up in upstate New York. Oh yeah, huh. Okay, well, that's great. But we still did not let that stop us from entering Amarillo. After all, this isn't something that we haven't seen before, like the time we unwillingly lived next to Pervert Park in Florida. It's a trailer park with over 100 sex offenders. That's or the time that there was a murder less than a mile down the road from where we were staying in New Orleans. And we've already driven through some of the most dangerous cities in America without any issues. So it's just one night at a Cracker Barrel in Texas, right? The Palo Duro Canyon. This is the real reason that we're choosing to stop in Amarillo. It's the second largest canyon in the US. Any guesses on what the first one is? So this was just a stop in our journey. We were passing through from Waco, Texas, and on our way to New Mexico. This car has a corpse in it. Should I be concerned? We spent some time exploring Old Town Albuquerque during Cinco de Mayo.
You got all these cow schools here, $60. Comment down below if you think we should mount one of these in the front of the bus. That'd be pretty sick. Got one.
That's my brother Luke. He just bought a cow skull. I don't know what he's gonna do with that.
That's a big one, Luke.
Big one.
You gonna go walk that back to the car?
Yeah, probably.
Are you gonna be able to fit that?
I hope so.
Dude, your suitcase is only like this big.
If not, I think I'd probably bring his carry-on. It's like one of those, like the pets that are...
An emotional support.
Yeah, that's one.
Cow.
And then we took a trip up to
That's good.
Lucas, did you take a photo? Wait, who's he from?
Open season.
Yes. Not gonna lie though, this is kind of a vibe. Feel how soft that is.
We got a table at the Cowgirl Barbecue. This is supposedly a pretty well-known restaurant in the area. Even Guy Fieri filmed an episode here. So after a long day, we had high hopes for this food. Have a wonderful afternoon. You too. Looks delicious.
Fresh and energized. It's tasty. Tasty day again.
Well, good, because we got one last thing for us to do here. I found one of those musical roads. Supposedly, if you drive at exactly 45 miles per hour, America the Beautiful will play. The only issue is that it's like 40 minutes out of the way, and I'm pretty sure everyone else in the car just wants to go home. So this better live up to the hype.
1 sec. Well, this could be rough.
After a long drive, we finally arrive into Amarillo, Texas. After having some trouble with bookings and not being able to find a spot with hookups for 2 nights on such a last-minute notice, we did end up finding a spot though for the morning. So for tonight, the back of a Cracker Barrel will do just fine to park at, and we'll get some rest. What was that? I actually had no idea why I just jumped awake. I wasn't sure what happened yet. And that's when I heard something get lifted off the back cargo rack. I quickly rushed over to the back of the bus, looked out the bathroom window, and literally saw this guy walking away with my bike. And this is where it starts. I wish I would have been filming more of this, but I guess I was more focused on trying to find this guy and get my bike back. And I guess maybe it was for the best that I wasn't flashing around a bunch of fancy cameras while trying to do that. By the time I hopped out of bed, put my shoes on, and ran out the door, he was gone in the dark. I was jumping fences, checking bushes, doing anything I could to try to get my bike back. Now, when I saw him walking, he was going towards the motel across the parking lot. And as I made my way towards this hotel, I saw a guy out front smoking a cigarette near a pickup truck. I thought for sure I was about to see my bike in the back of this truck. So immediately, I got a little angry. I got up in this guy's face, started questioning him a little bit. Hey, have you seen an electric bike at all? Any ideas? And this guy seemed oddly clueless on what I was talking about. So I jumped in the back of his truck, looked into the bed, and nothing. And after having a useless conversation and getting nowhere with him, I moved on towards the back of the hotel to see if I could find anything over there. But at this point, it's already been like 15 minutes, so I'm sure my bike is long gone by now. And then I had an idea. I realized that this hotel is going to have security cameras, and the hotel's open, unlike the Cracker Barrel this time. So I went in to ask, and the guy behind the counter goes, "Hey, did you find your bike yet?" And that's when I realized that I accused the hotel manager of stealing my bike. So I apologized to that guy. He turned out to be a super nice guy and wanted to actually help me find my bike. But unfortunately, none of the footage helped tell at all where this guy went. We did file a police report, but I think it's pretty safe to say that our bike is no longer ours. We searched Facebook Marketplace, called all the local pawn shops, and just when all hope is lost, we heard a knock on the door.
Big thanks to Reolink for sponsoring this week's episode.
Reolink heard what happened to us and they reached out with their solar-powered security cameras. That would have been helpful. Gone forever now. What is it? Can't actually be gone forever.
Maybe it is gone forever.
It's like Christmas morning. So we got 2 of the Reolink cameras and now we gotta figure out where we want to put them.
Maybe
on the bus.
Maybe only one camera.
Maybe only one. If I drop this, then we'll only have one. There it is. Turn this thing on. We're in. We're connected.
It's me.
Say hi.
What up, people?
The second box. Is this the other camera? No, it's not. This is a solar panel. It came with this mounting hardware, but they're all just like wood screws, so that's not gonna help us. This is like the mounting plate. My strategy here, self-tapping metal screws. We have our pilot holes now. Drill these in, and then just throw a bunch of super glue on the back just for a little extra. That's my idea. That's a lot. Never too much super glue.
That's expanding glue too.
I'll tell you this much, it's down there now. You hang from that. I'll wait for the glue to dry, but since it's screwed in, I can give this a test. I'm gonna try to sneak up on the camera.
Welcome back, SunChasers, to another coffee time with Tyme.
It's a little windy out here right now. We are out here at Cutbow Coffee in New Mexico.
So I went with a cortada bonbon. It's basically espresso with steamed milk and a little bit of sweetened condensed milk. I did get it with oat milk, but it looks really good, so here goes. That's pretty good. I've only had a couple of cortadas, a handful of cortada, what am I saying? A handful of cortados. This one's up there. I'm gonna go Cutbow 7.5. Cutbow Coffee Roasters. Is that bad?
Shut up, frick.
What?
Mike wasn't on.
The whole time?
No, it's on. The whole time.